Hello friends, I'm Amit Yadav, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department, Hindustan College of Science and Technology, Farah Mathura. Today I'm going to discuss about database management system. Before going on database management system, we need to understand what is data. Data is defined as facts or figures or information that's stored in or used by a computer. That means whatever you seen in real world is data like people, animals, machines, videos, files, audios, books, etc. But all the raw facts and figures are represented in an unorganized way. Like in an example here 1, 2, 30 images, video, PDF. If I ask what you all are understanding with this example, you can't say. If you want to get some meaningful result from that real fact and figures, you have to arrange in, in this data in organized way. That's called information. When you process data, you get information. What is information? Raw facts and figures is very difficult to understand for human beings because raw facts and figures are not arranged in organized way. First, you have to need this raw facts and figures stored in organized manner to get some information. You can apply some formulas or some functions on that data and get some new data. That's called information. Okay. Example of data. You have seen text, letter, words, paragraph, etc. You have used numbers 0, 1, 2, decimal numbers, etc. Audio, speech, images, videos, PDF files, books, all are data. Now, structured data and unstructured data. Data are two types. We had divide the data into two categories. First one is structured data and second one is unstructured data. Structured data. When data is stored in tabular manner, such data is known as structured data. There data which can organize. When you have a data and you can organize in tabular manner, that data is called structured. For example, if you have a student information, you can organize in tabular manner. Student roll number, student name, student age, student father's name. Okay, employee data, employee ID, employee salary, employee department, etc. But when you are not able to store data in a particular tabular manner, that type of data is unstructured, like videos, images, text, PDF, etc. Okay, we will understand structured data and unstructured data deeply in next slide. Okay, this is an example of structured data. Here I am taking a student, employee table. Uh, Here, employee number, name, age, department, salary. If I ask you, tell me the salary of Arati, you can easily find the salary of Arati with the help of this table. Okay, that means structured data is Structured data are those type of data which are stored already in an order. They are nearly 20% of the total existing data. All the data generated from sensors, web logs, these are all machine generated structured data. The human generated structured data are those which are taken as information from human, like name, address, etc. The example of structured data is database. Okay. Students, listen carefully. We will study structured data in this semester. Okay. We will not study unstructured data in this semester because in professional database in professional database we can store only structured data. Okay. For unstructured data, you will study big data concept, Hadoop, etc. Next is unstructured data. The unstructured data have no clear format in storage. We can store structured data in row and column, but unstructured data cannot be stored like that. At least 80% of unstructured data, all satellite generated images, scientific data or images are categorized as machine generated unstructured data. The example of unstructured data are text, document, PDF, images, videos, etc. Okay. Here I have shown you image of audio player. Okay. This is the example of unstructured data. Now, after understanding the data and information, now what is database? Database is a collection of interrelated data, the data which are related to each other. Okay, it's called database. If you have create a table and insert some data and which are related to each other, that means you have a database. Okay, here I am showing example: student roll number, name, age, mobile number. This all information or this all data are interrelated to each other. Name belongs to student roll number, age belongs to name, branch belongs to student roll number, age belongs to branch. Okay, these are interrelated data. How to manage the data? Data management means we want to store data in database and fetch that data according to our need. Okay. What data management means? We want to store data in database and fetch that data according to our need. In this scenario, first we create space or structure for data storage. Then we insert data into database. Then if we want to update our data, we can update it, or if we want to delete some data or delete the structure of database, we can also do it. That means if we have a database and we have all the tools by which we can create, insert, update, delete the data, that all system is known as database management system. Yeah. Before going on professional DBMS, first we need to what is manual database management system. As we all know that data creation is a continuous process. Before the invention of computer and before the introduction of DBMS, we used manual system of data management. At that time, all the data is stored in papers stored in files stored in folders. All the folders, files were kept in racks, cabinets, etc. At that time, people use manual indexing for fetch a particular record from that database. A manual database is a hard file storage system that consists of papers, records, folders, and filing cabinets or storage boxes. A quality manual database system makes it easy to retrieve documents and information when they are needed. Okay. Nowadays, you can see in library, government offices, all the backups are stored in papers. Okay. That system is known as manual database management system. Next system is file system. What is file system? After invention of computer, we stored the data in computer in the form of files. For example, Excel files, spreadsheets. Operating system has taken the responsibility of file management because we don't have any professional software. So operating system has a total responsible. Operating system was the total responsible of file management. Okay. This system is known as file system. Means a file system can be thought of as an index or database containing the physical location of every piece of data on the hard drive or another storage drive. The data is usually organized in folders called directories, which can contain other folder and files. Okay, in this figure you have seen operating system interact the file with the help of file system. What is in the file system? File system is indexing procedure contains file system. How operating system can interact with a particular record with the help of file system. Okay, but file system has a lot of problems. In this system, the user has to write the procedure or managing the database. That means if you insert the data in file, you have to write a procedure. If you have write a procedure, you can easily insert the data into file. If you want to some complicated, if you want some fetch complicated data, like if you which you don't have any procedure, so what you have option? You have only two options, either hand picking or write a procedure. But the problem is same for next time. Okay, if another user comes and want to another data, but the procedure is not written in at that time, what he or she can do for fetch that data? Either write a program or hand picking. So that was a problem. But in file system provides the details of the data representation and storage of the data. In file system, the data contains the data storage details. What is the size of the data, what is the location of the data, etc. Now, professional DBMS, database management system. Professional database management system is a set of database and some procedure or set of rules by which we can create, delete, insert, update the data. Okay, DBMS works as an interface between actual database and the user or applications. DBMS is a collection of interrelated data and set of programs to access those data. Okay. Now, what was the problem, or what is the problem with file system? Here we can say that the advantages of DBMS, professional DBMS system, or disadvantages of file system. Now we will see in next slide. Problem with file system. Very important topic. By this topic you can learn what is the need of professional DBMS system. Okay, and this concept will work in complete course. Problem with file system. There are so many problems with file systems, like redundancy, inconsistency, isolation, security issues, difficulty in accessing data, atomicity problem, concurrency problem, integrity problem. Okay, now see one by one. Redundancy. Redundancy means multiple copies of data present in database. In this example, we can see here student, there are 5 fields in this table and 5 records. Okay, student roll number, name, branch, head mobile number. Record number 1 and record number 2, you see the name Amit, branch CSC, head name XYZ, mobile number. Here I have written 333. In case of Sumit, branch CSC, head name XYZ, here I have written 123. So redundancy is same data comes multiple time. Okay, here head name and mobile number are redundant data. A branch are also redundant data. CSC, CSC, XYZ, XYZ. Okay. Due to redundancy, redundancy creates many problems like insertion problem, deletion problem, updation problem. What is insertion problem? Whenever you insert the student record in this table, you have to insert branch name, head name and head mobile number. These are redundant data. Okay, they want extra space, extra effort. Second problem is deletion problem. Whenever you want to delete a particular record in this data, you may lost important information also. Okay, for example, if you want to record number 4, student roll number 4, name Mohan, branch is IT, head name TRE and head mobile number is 789. Because we have branch information also in this table, that means we may lost branch information also with the student record. That is the problem of deletion. If we delete record number 4, we lost IT branch information, IT branch name, head name and mobile number. Updation. Suppose we want to update the head mobile number, but in redundant data we update the record. When we update the record, we have to update all the redundant record also. Okay, if we forget any record to update, the system will go in inconsistent state. What is mean by inconsistency? Same data gives different values. For example, in case of record 1 and 2, you can see for record 1, head name is XYZ, mobile number is 333. But in record 2, head name is XYZ, mobile number is 123. That is inconsistent data. For same head name, we are getting different mobile numbers. Next is inconsistency. Inconsistency when same variable gives different value. Okay, I have told earlier. What is mean by inconsistency? Inconsistency means when same variable gives different value. Same variable stores different locations means redundancy, but same variables gives different value means inconsistency. Okay. Isolation. Isolation means data should be isolated from programming language. In file system, data is dependent on programming system. But in professional database management system, data is fully independent from programming language. For example, suppose a bank purchased a software in 2002. Okay, software modules had written in C++ language. In 2006, a bank wanted to update the software, but if the bank was using file system, he had to purchase new software every time. Okay, but if bank was using professional DBMS, he has purchased only a new modules which are written in another language. That because in professional DBMS system, data is separate from programming language. Okay, and but in file system, data is totally dependent or data is totally dependent on operating system. That was the issue with file system. Security issue. File system is not secured, but in professional DBMS, only authorized user can access the data. For example, in railway information system, normal user can check their reservation status, but he or she cannot check other status. Or a clerical staff can see or manipulate a certain data for which he is authorized. He cannot access manager's login because he is unauthorized for manager login. Data is highly secured in professional DBMS rather than file system. Difficulty in accessing data. Complex query cannot be resolved by file system. What it means? It means in file system, you have to write a procedure for every operation. Okay, but in professional DBMS, you have structured query language, okay, by which we can create, delete, manipulate, insert all the operation. You don't have need to write procedure every time. You can access complex data by structured query language. Atomicity problem. Atomicity problem in file system, there is no section for transactions. Atomicity problem deals with transaction, which means transaction is a set of programs or bundle of instructions which are executed fully or null. Okay, suppose you want to debit 100 rupees from account 1 and credit that 100 rupees in account 2. Suppose in at the time of debit program executes normally, and but at the time of credit system failed. What happens? In what will happen? In file system, some partial execution of a program is valid, but in the case of DBMS, transaction is valid only if it executed fully. Okay, if during transaction system has failed, a transaction has to roll back. Okay, transaction will roll back. Concurrent access anomalies. Yeah. Concurrency means it is very important topic in DBMS. As I told earlier, there is no concept of transaction in file system. So, file system is not able to resolve concurrency problem. First, we need to know what is concurrency. It means multiple transactions execute simultaneously. Okay, what concurrency means? Multiple transactions execute simultaneously. When multiple transactions execute simultaneously, it may create problem like dirty read, phantom read, read-write conflict, etc. We will understand these problems when we study concurrency in deep in unit 5. Okay, but there is a problem by which we these are problems which are very big for, or these are the problems which are responsible for inconsistency. Okay, but now you can understand the concurrency leads to inconsistency when these problems generate system. When these problems generate, system may go inconsistent state. But on the other hand, concurrency gives many benefits to us. Okay, like improve waiting time, improve efficiency, improve response time. Okay, you can take an example of ATM or railways reservation system. Suppose we have a serial execution system, means when you use the ATM, nobody can use ATM at that time, or when you reserve a ticket for train, nobody can use reservation system at that time. Okay, sequential process means one by one. So you can assume that this is not possible in current scenario. you can see at the time of Tatkal 50,000 to 70,000 transactions execute parallelly, and never you experience that one seat reserved by multiple users. How this is possible? This is possible because of concurrency controls. Okay, and I am trying to understand database management system has totally has fully comfortable in concurrency control. Okay, file system are not able to do this because there is no specific section of transaction in file system. Now, integrity problem. Integrity problem means file system have integrity issues, but DBMS resolve that issues. Integrity means system will follow all the commands which you have given at the time of structure creation. For example, new student record will enter in database with new ID. That means no two ID will be same. Or if you decide after minimum balance, customer will pay penalty. Okay. And these are integrity issues. Professional DBMS deal with integrity issues, but file system cannot able to resolve these issues. Okay. In this presentation, we have told you about what is data, what is database, what is database management system, what are the systems that we are using in past, and what are the systems that we are using in present, what are the problems with file systems, or what are the advantages of DBMS systems. This is the introductory lecture of database management system. Okay, class. If you have any doubt, please tell me in next lecture. Okay. Thank you, class.